welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to show you how to make this card. I've been really loving the splatter effect, so this is the second card I've done with that. So I'm taking the Carnival Cupcakes stamp set and the coordinating dies, and then I'm also taking Carnival Toppers, which also coordinates with this. I'm taking a 6x4 inch card base to use for my base card. So I'm just taking an acrylic block and a paintbrush, and then I'm taking 3 of my MEMENTO ink. So I'm taking Bahama Blue, Sweet Plum and Angel Pink, and basically all you do is you press your ink pad onto the acrylic block like so, and then you add water and then you just splatter it. And like I've been doing this is like I said, this is the second time I've done this and I've absolutely loved it. I'm sorry that my water is like yellow. Basically, like I said, I did a splatter effect a couple of days back and I didn't change my water. I was really lazy, to be quite honest. So I didn't know if my inks would do the splatter effect with them being a pigment alcohol ink, where like distress ink isn't, so I didn't know if it would work. So when I tried this the first time, I didn't film it. So technically this actually realistically is the third time I did it, because the first time I didn't film it because I didn't want to film something if it didn't work out. So I did it again and it worked. So I also do bring in another color because I think the Angel Pink, as much as I love it, it is quite like light, too light maybe. In person you can see it, but like on camera you really can't, and that's what I didn't want. I wanted you to be able to see it on camera as well. So that's the Angel Pink. You can't even see it on the acrylic block. That's how light this color is. So I come in with Rosebud just to add some more pink and just to make it more defined, I guess you could say. So while I'm letting this dry, I will stamp the images I want, and I'm going to color those in using my Pro Markers. So like I said, this is like one of my favorite effects that I've done. So I'm going to speed this up, guys, just because it's just me doing the splatter effect. But I will also put a time frame in of where to skip to when I do start coloring, and then you can skip past it. I die cut everything using the coordinating dies as well, and I will see you once that step is done. Once I finish colouring and coordinating, I'm just going to use my stamp platform and my TUXEDO MEMENTO ink for the sentiment. You can do some heat embossing if you wanted to, but I didn't. So I'm taking the sentiment, which is from the Carnival Toppers, and I'm working out my placement by using the images as like the lineup, if that makes sense. Also, I apologise for my lighting. When I was filming this, it was literally the rainy, gloomy day. So if any of my videos just seem really dark compared to the usual, that's just basically what it is. I'm in my attic, so the light obviously changes quite a lot with the weather and stuff, so I do apologize. So, you know, there's not much I can do. I am thinking about buying another light, but it's just finding a place to put it, so it's not in my way and I don't keep bashing into it. So if I do buy a light, then hopefully it'll improve my video quality, but if not, I'm sorry guys, you'll just have to cope with this for the time being. Anyway, the sentiment I'm using says, "You can't buy happiness, but you can buy cupcakes," which is close. which is near enough the same thing. So I think it's a good sentiment, and I've seen a card that I want to do. Problem being I don't have anyone to give it to, so I don't know if I'm going to do it, but it's basically using that sentiment but using silver embossing powder on some vellum, and it just looks really cool. So yeah, I'm also going to bring in my personal stamp to stamp the back of this before I put everything together, because I've made a couple of mistakes before where I've added glossy accents or all my embellishments and then put my stamp on the back, and everything from the front just wasn't dry yet, and I'm really impatient. So that's a tip for you guys. If you have anything that you need to put on the inside or the outside, make sure you do that before you adhere everything to your cards. So I'm taking some 3D foam adhesive squares just to prop everything up, and I just love having this tool. This tool is from Scratch Art, which I bought from when we had the very first lockdown. So this was in March 2019 when I bought the Scratch Art, and I got a couple of these tools sent with it. And even though I bought I think it was like 4 different types of art, I've only done 1, which is kind of bad. I really should do the other 3, but I just found these tools really helpful with applying my embellishments and also just taking off the backings of the square adhesive. So if you guys want the link for that, let me know down in my comments and I will link it in my next video. But otherwise, it's basically just a scratch picker tool. I now do officially have some, like a jewel picker, so it does get used as much. Anyways, I'm taking my multi-matte medium and some adhesive pearls that I got off eBay from the company Special Touches, so I will leave those linked in my description. So I'm just using the pink and then some purple embellishments. I just thought these kind of stood out a bit more. I wanted to try and find blue, so I could like do blue, pink and purple, which would like obviously coordinate with the background. Unfortunately, I don't have any blue pearls, so that's something to look for in my new purchases. But apart from that, guys, I bring in my wink of Stella to add some shine to the cupcake. Also, if you can hear whistling, it is the wind. Like, the weather today has been so confusing, because like 1 minute it was sunny and the next minute it was literally having thunder and like a full-on downpour with hail and rain, and now it's sunny again but with high winds, so I can't keep up with it. Anyway, also I'm bringing in some NUVO drops, and a friend of mine, Yasmin, thanks so much for your tip, girl. Basically, I never use new drops because like I always get like a point on the end of them and it just doesn't look great, and as many times as I tried this, it always seems to happen to me. So my friend Jasmine told me that she taps around the image that she's just done, like I just did, and then obviously she taps the back and stuff, and that just stops it from having that point, and it works wonders. So I just did that for the little cupcake sprinkles. I'm bringing in my wink of Stella as well. And originally I was going to use glossy accents, but I changed my mind. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it. Also, go and follow me on my social media and follow the girl I send this to, because I love her work. We've done a couple of collaborations as well, so I definitely recommend checking her channel out. She doesn't have a channel. What am I thinking? She has an Instagram craft page, so I definitely recommend checking that out. But other than that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Stay safe and happy crafting!